Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will do this, the company presentation of AceCore Technologies. I will do it in English because my Czech isn't that good. So, AceCore Technologies is a company that was started in the year 2011. We come originally from the cinematic industry. One of our first jobs that we did with the Neo and why we developed the Neo was to do camel races in Dubai with live broadcast. In 2013, we started to really further develop the Neo, and in 2015, we came on the market with the Neo. In front of you, you have the Zoe, the little sister. That UAV was produced in the year 2017, and currently this is the second version. Well, who is AceCore? Well, we develop, produce, integrate, and distribute our platforms worldwide. The complete platform is developed in-house. We work really close together with local partners. For example, the carbon arms are specially made in the Netherlands by a specialized company by hand to reduce the weight, and I will go in detail a little bit later on. We integrate also cameras and deliver the UAV as a complete package so that you do not need to do anything yourself. So, for example, here we have a Reus Pro. Everything is fully integrated and all the data that you take with the camera. So, for example, the point where you take a picture with GPS location and everything is available for your solution. We really like technology, and we always try to craft and elevate drones for companies to increase the capacity and to reduce the amount of time that you would need to do your job. It is also really important, we stand for reliability and for a long use of the platform itself. The platform, how it stands here, you can use it and depreciate it over 4 years. Updates, upgrades, and everything will still be available in that time. So, for example, if the first version of the Zoe would be here, and we make a new upgrade, then you can always apply it to your older platform. This is done partly through to the modularity, and I will come back later on that point. And important for that is that you always are able to fly. That is one of the most important points from our platforms. So, as explained, we focus on performance, purely the hardware. There we also collaborate with other companies together and with schools, universities, on topics, for example, intelligence, software solutions, that can be applied to the platforms itself. So, AceCore Technologies is the average age in our company is young. It's under 30. I am one of the oldest persons in the company with the age of 30. My CEO, George Linders, is 29. And the average age approximately in the production is 21. Most of the people that work in our company all can fly the UAV. Also, you can always ask questions regarding that, and everybody is really looking forward to increase the level of the UAVs and the quality of that. Besides the curiosity that we always want to keep on developing our platforms, it is also relatively dynamic. We make customized solutions according to your wishes. So if you have a request, for example, I want to have a open source platform, I want to have that camera underneath, I want everything to be fully integrated, that is all possible. So basically you say, okay, these are the requirements that I would need for my customized platform, and then we will build it according to your wishes. So first I will do a short explanation of the Neo. The Neo is the bigger one of the two. It has 8 rotors, completely redundant. So, for example, for the certification process in the Netherlands, you need to fly the craft with full payload, so 9 kilos. I think it was this one, right? You can fly it with 9 kilos of payload, and then we need to turn off one of the engines. So basically, you need to fly with 7 rotors with the complete payload. Otherwise, you're not allowed to say in the Netherlands, okay, you can fly with a X8, and it is redundant. So you need to prove everything that you can do it. Regarding proving stuff and everything, what we always like is to do make videos of that also, do rain tests, do highly endurance tests. So what you see here is that, for example, you can fly with a wind resistance of 35 knots. That is also applicable for the Zoe. I will come back on that one later. And we also make like movies of that. So on the internet, Instagram or on YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere is also those movies available so that you can see yourself that the platform can really do that. Also, if you want to fly in the rain, then you can also do that. The flight time, we also have specification sheets of that. So you can see, okay, the maximum flight time is 30 minutes. The 24 minutes is based on a payload of 1 to 1.5 kilos. So that you can fly with that amount of weight, that amount of time. And everything is explained really in detail. So you can see, okay, if I have a heavy solution, then my flight time is less. Yeah, we prefer to be an open and honest company in that way, so that you know exactly what you purchase. Then the smaller one of the two, the Zoe. The Zoe is an X4. The maximum payload capacity is 6.5 kilos. That is relatively a lot for a small UAV. It can also fly in the same conditions as the Neo. So 35 knots is not a problem at all. The flight time is 40 minutes empty weight. So with a payload that is standing over there, you will have a flight time of around 25 to 30 minutes to do your complete job. So these are a couple of payload options that are available. Basically, we can customize everything according to your wishes, as explained, and part of that is also to integrate complete platforms and different payload cameras. It doesn't really matter. Everything is, for example, I can show you. With quick release systems. So every payload can be attached quickly, and you can also detach it quickly. So it makes life easier for the operator itself. For every payload, we normally advise, please take a separate gimbal so that you do not need to take the system out of each other. This way, it's also efficient for yourself, for your company, and the way how you can work. From the main points, what defines us compared towards, for example, a DJI or fixed wings in that way. First of all, it's the design. Well, it not only looks cool, but besides that, it also has a couple of functions why we developed the platform in this way. First of all, due to the downwards configuration of the engines, you are able to fly in the rain and in the snow, because there is no option that water can come in the UAV itself. Furthermore, due to the structure of the booms, there are no vibrations in your imagery down the gimbal, because this part of the boom ensures that the vibrations that could occur for the engines are not going into the frame and down towards your camera imagery. Furthermore, everything is modular, so it's easy to get a boom off or put a boom on. The last part, what is really important, is the internal cooling of the electronics inside of the UAV. So what happens, air can come into the airframe, cools the electronics inside, and it's being sucked out like a vacuum machine out of the arms and the motors. Besides the modularity, the Zoe is completely toolless, so you will not need anything to build it in each other or out of each other. Everything is made with quick release systems, so it's easy to set up your UAV and start your job. Let me see. Besides the design, the modularity part of there is, for example, the platform, how it stands here, is a complete DJI-free platform. The flight controller that we use is the Cube, and the Cube is an open source platform. That means that you can also put in your own software, yeah, and make adjustments yourself towards the platform. Besides the weatherproof and, of course, the wind resistance and everything around it, one of our strong points is also the after-sales service. If you have a problem or if you need assistance or if you need help, yeah, you will always receive an answer back within 24 hours from us. Why? Important is also the part what you saw on the slide before, crafting, elevating drones, is that you also need to have a reliability that you can fly. Because every minute you're basically grounded or that you cannot use your UAV is a waste of your money and the company's money. And this way you will be able to keep on using the platform also with the service. If you need help, just give us a call and a technician will help you straight away. That was basically my presentation. The cost, yeah, of course. No, the start price of the... Yes, of course, sorry. The start price of the Zoe is 11,900 and the start price of the Neo is 19,900. And basically the end price depends on how many parts or modules you want to have customized to your platform. Certain customers of ours, for example, they say, okay, I have a video connection link here. This one will go 1 kilometer far. Then we have another option that will go 5 kilometers far. And if you want to fly, for example, further than 5 kilometers with a video connection link, then you're already going into specialized video links. And most of the time, those links are more expensive than the platform itself. So basically, you decide what you want to have in the platform, and that also depends the end price.
I didn't understand your note concerning the ventilation of electronics.
Of course, of course. No, what happens? You have the boom itself. There are places here in the side, for example, the air can come into the airframe, and all the electronics are in the center of the UAV itself. So air can come into the airframe, and then it's being sucked out like a vacuum machine through the boom, downwards here through the engine. And this way ensures that you, for example, can also fly with 50 degrees. No problem at all.
But anyway, the hot air reduces the efficiency of propellers.
A little bit, yes, yeah. It depends really on...
Not significant amount of air.
Yes, yeah, but it really depends a little bit on the, how do you say it, in the complete environment where you're flying in.
Oh, sure. And what is the energy consumption of the main controlling unit?
The main controlling units?
The electronics inside. That means what is the ratio between the power which is necessary for moving for propellers and for the electronics? My question is if it is really necessary to cool down these electronics.
It is not necessary, it's just an extra how we designed it like that, just to increase the performance from where you are able to fly.
Just to be on the safe side.
Exactly, sir. Yes.
You.
You're welcome. Maybe any other questions? Yes, sir.
Is your service support able to control the drone remotely?
No.
Like a TeamViewer or remote desktop or something like that?
Basically, we are not able to see because the platform operates completely offline. The only thing from if you need assistance, what we can do is, for example, you send over the flight logs, we can check that, or the settings. Or what we do most of the time, we organize a Skype conversation and they can explain in detail from, okay, this is what I see. And then the technicians will straight away be able to resolve your problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What sensors do you offer?
Basically depends on the application you intend to fly. For example, the Virus Pro, one of the applications where I really would advise it is if you want to have a really good thermal imagery. For example, if you want to see and measure electricity lines, the poles. Besides that, there are optical cameras that you can do. For example, the Sony cameras, just the normal commercial Sony cameras you can put on. Besides that, you can also have the red cameras from the cinematic industry, LiDAR systems. Basically, 99% of all the cameras and sensors that are available, we can integrate it. Any other questions, maybe? Then I thank you very much again for your time. And if somebody wants to see a little bit more or get more information, please come outside and I will answer all your questions. Thank you very much. Thanks.